Hello everyone, welcome to another weekly video. It is a little different from my usual setting. That is because I'm doing this on my phone instead of my laptop, and usually it's on my laptop. But for some weird reason it decided to update absolutely everything and clean itself up and do all that without me actually telling it to. So that's gonna take forever, and right now I do not feel like waiting. So I figured I might as well just update y'all in this fashion. So the subject today is gratitude. First of all, gratitude because my voice isn't completely back yet, but it is slowly getting there. So who knows, maybe next week it will be a little better. I do hope it will be, because I kind of want to write a song again. And yeah, I kind of need my voice for that. So if you've seen my How I Write My Songs video, then you know that I play my guitar, I do some chords, come up with a melody, and then the words start to come to me. So I need to be able to actually sing and play at the same time for me in order to actually write. So I do need my voice back for that. And I actually feel inspired to write right now. So that kind of sucks, but I'm sure it will still be there when my voice gets back. I do have a solid idea for a song. I don't have any words yet because, I can't do that if I can't sing. But I do know the subject, and the subject of my song will be gratitude, as is the subject of today's video. And let me explain why. Because gratitude is always a good thing, right? We all know that. There's no two ways about that. Gratitude is an amazing, powerful tool to have, period. If you want to attract good things in your life, be grateful for the things you have, focus on that, and get into that vibe and into that energy setting, and you attract more good things to you. It's that simple. But it's more than that, like right now for me. Because gratitude is just something that I am profoundly feeling these last couple of days. And it has to do with a few things. One is that I've just had a lovely holiday. That's something to be grateful about. I mean, we've had almost 3 years of COVID, and everything was shut down. And now, last year, I had to have a lovely holiday, and I got to have a lovely holiday this year again. And that is something that is such a thing to be grateful about when you realize that for the longest time we just weren't able to. So that's one thing. A second thing is my new job. Because what many of you might not know is that while I was doing my old job, I mean, I enjoyed it in a way. I was good at it. I've been doing it for 8 years and 4 years in a different team before that. So all in all 12 years, but 8 years in that particular place. But little by little, it was starting to get me down. I was kind of depressed. I'm not going to say full on heavy depression, but I wasn't my cheerful, happy self. Right? And I've had a few minor depressions throughout the past 2-3 years. But I was verging on one in my last job. And deciding to make the switch to a new job was the best thing I could have done for my well-being. Because when I got back from holiday and my first day of work started, it wasn't a bad day. It was a day that I enjoyed. And to do a job that you enjoy is so freaking important. Because you do it for a very big part of the week. And it should be more than something that makes money. It should be something that brings you joy and satisfaction and fulfillment. And to just be happy doing the job you do. And to not be sad that the holiday is done, because you are now doing a job that you enjoy is something that cannot and should not be underrated. It is such a big deal. So that was the best decision I could have made, was to switch my job and to actually go for it. So yeah, that is like a massive thing to be thankful for right now. And that on top of me buying a new TV, I just bought this amazing speaker as well. Like, I'm not a speaker for my TV, but a Bluetooth speaker for. I mean, I can use it for my TV. I can use it for my phone, but it was like it wasn't a cheap. No, it also wasn't an expensive one, but it's just a quality speaker that I can listen my music on. I can listen my TV on, and I just love that. I love that I have the possibility to do that. I have the luxury to do that, and to not have concerns and stress about money is such a big thing that, again, that also cannot be underrated. That is such a big deal. So there's that to be grateful for. I have my home that I'm grateful for. I have my 2 parents that I'm grateful for. I have the fact that I've now had 3 years without COVID. I've had my 3 jabs. And I've now had COVID, but I've only had it for a few days. And I'm okay, apart from my voice not being all there yet. But honestly, if that's the worst thing, that's something to be grateful about. I didn't give it to my parents. That's something I'm incredibly grateful for. Because, they're like 70, 80 plus. So if they get it, they might not survive. I mean, they probably will, but they might not. So that is something to be grateful for. And, all in all, there's just so many good things right now. And I know the world's gone topsy-turvy. I know there's so many crazy things happening right now. And it's so easy to get lost in that mental state of agony and fear and feeling dread for the world and for where everything's going. But if you look at the small things in your own life that you can be grateful for, it just lifts up your own energy, it lifts up your own spirit, and that makes life a little easier for you and for the people around you. So, yeah, I'm grateful. But right now, today, and for the last couple of days, I just feel that so deeply and intensely. And there's one other level that I mentioned, but I didn't specifically mention. When I was kind of depressed, right, those few times, you slowly start to notice. You slowly start to notice that you no longer enjoy life as much. That your energy kind of starts to dwindle. That you stay in bed more. That you no longer feel like you want to be around people. That you have like pajama days, which are wonderful, but not every day that you don't work. So slowly but certainly you start to notice that you're kind of like sliding downward. And that's a very slow process, and you don't notice it until you're actually in it. And even then, I mean, like I said, it wasn't a big depression, but it was just that, And to realize how quickly you can get out of that once you make some changes. Because honestly, the second I changed my job and the second I went on holiday, that combination, because those were like in a time span of 1 month, the start of my new job and the start of my holiday. And those 2 moments coming together completely changed the way I felt. I'm so much happier right now. Even though I have COVID, even though my holiday is done, I've had a holiday. I've had some lovely experiences. I've met some great people. I've done some amazing things. And right now I'm doing an amazing job. And my entire feeling of joy, of, like I said, gratitude, of just that weight being lifted off my shoulders, that's just completely shifted in a matter of like 1 or 2 months. it can go that fast. And to just realize that with a few changes and being brave and daring to step out of your comfort zone and do something new, that can make this much of a difference. I mean, that's just amazing. That is something to be profoundly grateful for. So I just want to leave you with that. Just realize that if you're not feeling well, if you're feeling depressed, make some changes in your life, even maybe specifically if it's scary. Because if it's scary, it probably means it's worth it. And here's the thing, with a depression, and I'm going with a minor one, because like the heavy ones, that's a whole different thing. You need to get professional help with that. Please do if you suffer from that. But if you have like a minor depression going on, just realize that you're low in energy because of where your life is at that moment. And making a big change can feel daunting. It can feel like something you're not up to because you're feeling too low in energy. But it is that very change that is gonna lift your energy, that is gonna change the vibe for you. So do not underestimate your possibilities and your capabilities. If you have the opportunity to make a change that provides you with a new challenge, something to look forward to, something to get excited about, even if it's scary, go for it. And then you have something to be grateful for, like I am today. So please remember that. It's your life. You have control over what happens in it. And if you're not happy, make a change. Especially if it feels right. And usually if it's a little scary, it's usually a little right as well. So have fun exploring your own life. Go figure out what you can be grateful for. It can be big, it can be small, it can be anything. But to feel grateful and to feel it this profoundly is pretty damn amazing. So hold on to that. Like, I know this is a cliche, but honestly, if I can do it, you can. So yeah, take inspiration from this, please, if you can. And if not, well, then you've just heard me ramble a lot. And then I hope you at least had some fun listening to me talk and to listening to me strain my voice that is actually getting better, that I'm now completely screwing up again. But hey, it was worth it to make this video. I will see you guys the next time. Probably back on my laptop again, unless I figure out that this is a better way to do it. Then I might from now on just do my videos on my phone, but we're just gonna have to wait and see. Have a great day, everyone. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.